Dean comes up with it. As Armstrong was sent flying. As the horn goes, I think Armstrong may have been shaken up a bit. I think he was sent flying by big Steve McKenna, 6'8".
McKenna, one of the biggest players in hockey, really got Derek Armstrong.
And now from Paris.
There is a scoreless tie after the first 20 minutes. Let's head downstairs and talk to one of the newer members of the Utah Grizzlies, a very fine defenseman, an offensive-minded defenseman. Tell us after 20 minutes here at the Delta Center. Glad you're with us tonight on Fox Sports. A very important game for the Utah Grizzlies. Not so important for the Phoenix Roadrunners, but the Roadrunners tonight are playing like they have an awful lot at stake. I think perhaps Tom Peterson said it best. The way the Grizzlies are playing so far, I think in his technical words, were something like, ain't going to get it done.
No, not at all. I'll tell you, the way that the Roadrunners are playing, they're playing defensive style of hockey. And when you don't assert yourself, and we didn't see that from the Grizzlies at all in that first period.
Well, somebody asserted himself as there wasn't any scoring. There was some action on the ice.
Big Mick Fakota on the boards as he catches Ken McRae with a big check just inside the blue line. Fakota's into the game quickly.
Well, he saw big number 27 and decided, if I'm not going to score a goal, let me see if I can put him into the cheap seats. And he gave a good shot at that. But so far, we have no scoring in this game. We've got zeros on the scoreboard, but we do have on a Chevrolet game summary some stats to look at that probably are going to be interesting in terms of what this game has looked like so far.
Well, we talk about special play. Special team play is a very critical part of the game. And as we can see, 0 for 2 right now on the power plays for the Grizzlies.
Well, those are the big numbers. The special teams play. Nobody scored on the power play yet. We've got 40 minutes to go here. We're glad you're with us. This is a good time of year for hockey, whether it's the IHL or any hockey league. We've got it for you right here on Fox Sports.
Does anyone here think there'll be a cure for AIDS?
Definitely.
How do you know?
I don't know, but you have to believe.
Some people don't believe AIDS is a problem that affects everyone.
And that's the biggest danger. People should realize AIDS is a threat to everyone.
I think it's just...
Well, that's what it's all about. The Denver Grizzlies in 1994-95 and the Utah Grizzlies 1995-96. Those are the Turner Cup champions, coached by Butch Goring, and they are looking at number 3, although it is not going to be easy. There are some fine teams around the International Hockey League.
An interesting story in the media the other day talking about Coach Goring saying it's very tough to try to make any deals with any other clubs in the International Hockey League as they're staring down that barrel looking at those 2 pennants also.
So the Grizzlies and Roadrunners will start this period at full and equal strength. Grizzlies moving right to left. Phoenix going the other way. Here's John Slaney with the puck. He just lofts it into the Utah zone. Our between period guest, Tom Peterson, chases it down, touches it there. And we have an icing call right off the bat. Want to remind you that this coming Monday, the 24th, is Harmon's Family Night with the Grizzlies. Be sure and pick up your discount coupon at any Harmon's location and receive a coupon to buy one, get one free on any $10 or $6 ticket. That's Harmon's Family Night, Monday, the 24th. And I'll tell you, that's going to be a good one against the Las Vegas Thunder.
Boy, our old nemesis, the Thunder, and the Chris McSorley coach team, they always come in and play very, very well.
Well, the Grizzlies need to worry about the Phoenix Roadrunners right now. And, of course, on Friday night when these two teams go at it again here again at the Delta Center. Battling in the corner now. Utah trying to come out with it. Yakubov looking for a place to go. It's taken out of the play along the boards. They still continue to fight for it. Finally, Roadrunners come up with it. It's Potomski. Puts it out to center ice. McKenna lets it go down inside the Grizzly zone. We have another icing call against the Roadrunners. And the face-off again will come back inside the zone. And this is where the face-offs become very, very important. And usually when the important face-offs are out there, they send out number 21 for the Grizzlies.
Chris Taylor, one of the finest face-off men in all of hockey, and his success rate speaks for itself. And Coach Goring wastes no time in putting him into that position.
Grizzlies want you to bring your team out to see their team. If you have 20 people or more who want great seats at discounted prices, they have packages for all of your group needs. Contact the Grizzlies group sales rep at 325-7825. As the Grizzlies right from the face-off have an opportunity. Here's Knipscher sending the puck down inside of the Grizzlies zone. Off the boards, it comes loose to Dineen. Over to the far side, Armstrong and Knipscher let the puck go. Messier comes up with it. Joby Messier with a head of steam into the zone. Top of the circle, looks for a place to go. Watch there by Crowley and taken out of the play, but the puck is still in the zone along the boards. Finally, it's sent up along the near side, bumped out to center ice. Here's Knipscher, 2-on-2 into the zone. Knipscher's shot off the skate of Messier. Out to center ice now. Here's Taylor. Chris Taylor with it. His quick wrist shot just wide of the net. Bergeron plays it off the backboards, covers up, and holds on.
There's a little tip for you there for you young hockey players. You watch a guy like Chris Taylor skate through that neutral zone. He likes to use the snapshot, trying to surprise goaltender J.C. Bergeron. As we look at Derek Armstrong, one of the newest acquisitions by Coach Goring.
Well, Derek Armstrong was part of that first ever Grizzlies championship team back in Denver a couple of years ago. A very big part of it. Spent most of this year with the New York Islanders. Sean O'Brien trying to dig it along the boards. McRae puts it out to the neutral zone. Knocked out by Orzog inside. We've got an offside call against Utah.
As we look at the speedy Vladimir Orzog, the 19-year-old youngster, he's got speed to burn. Every time you see him out there, it's amazing how quickly he can get from 0 to 80 just in a split second. I mean, very, very quick.
Orzog out with Levers and O'Brien. From the face-off, puck controlled in the zone by Batyrshin. And there's going to be a penalty coming up against Vladimir Orzog as he grabbed the stick of Gillingham and threw it. And Orzog gets the gate.
You know, there's a simple case of the veteran Gillingham forcing Orzog to take the crazy penalty there.
Well, I want to remind you that Mr. Mack, he's the official outfitter of the Utah Grizzlies coaching staff. Look at Butch Goring. Does he look dapper or what? Not happy with that penalty, but Mr. Mack has Utah's most complete selection of menswear with free same-day alterations. Mr. Mack has several convenient locations to serve you. It is the suit store that makes the Utah Grizzlies look great. I was out there today seeing that nutcase Stan out there at Mr. Mack's. He's never there, you know. Plays golf all the time. That's all he does.
That's not too bad.
Well, here's what happened. You can see Orzog with his left hand on Gillingham's stick, and Gillingham, I think, just let go of the stick. And Orzog gets holding the stick at 1:41. So that is the second power play opportunity for Phoenix. Grizzlies are 0 for 2. Phoenix is 0 for 1. We've got zeros on the scoreboard. Mark MacArthur in behind his own net, leaving it there for Gordon and off the boards to O'Brien. Bryan swats at it, can't get it out as Crowley keeps it in. To Marinucci. Marinucci back to Crowley. Crowley sends it toward the net, knocked away by O'Brien, just far enough to get it out of the zone. Here's Marinucci as his teammates come back onside. Crowley on the far side. Crowley gets it again at his own center ice area, knocked away by O'Brien. Finally moving in is Slaney, and he takes a shot wide around the near boards. Rod Miller swats it out of the zone, down the ice. Bergeron will play it as Derek Armstrong comes back. Crowley gets it to Slaney. Slaney through the middle. Moving into the zone now is Marinucci. Chris Marinucci, top of the circle, got some room. Side of the net to Gillingham. Back to Crowley. Oh, off his stick as I think Crowley took a look before that bouncing puck got to him. You can watch the time of the power play as a big hit by Nick Vachon on Slaney. And Rod Miller feeds it around to Dineen. Gord Dineen finds the opening. Gets it to Vachon, and Vachon puts it off the boards down the ice. And there's going to be a penalty coming up against the Phoenix Roadrunners, and I think Nicholas Vachon has just upset the Roadrunners and drawn them into a penalty.
Nicholas Vachon, noted for his pesky play when he's on the ice. He's always intimidating the opposing player, and right there, it pays in huge dividends for the Grizzlies as they will get the power play in a matter of 38 seconds.
Well, no one has made the move as you look at Yaroslav Modry. I don't think he's the guilty party. Mike Hasenfratz comes over to the bench. Robbie Laird apparently not agreeing with the call. But the Grizzlies now will go on their in 38 seconds will go on their third power play, and that's always frustrating when you get a penalty or retaliation penalty that takes you out of your power play.
You know, and we see it happen time in and time out to the Grizzlies. It seems like we're victimized with that situation evolving. Right there, Rob Laird. I'd like to have a mic to hear what he's trying to say there under his breath, but very, very upset at Mike Hasenfratz.
Well, there has been some body work, and here's a little bit more of it. The checker body check along the far boards, and Vachon puts Slaney into the boards very heavily. And eventually, that caused the retaliation. So Andrew Dale gets the retaliation penalty. He is in the box for 2 minutes for slashing. So these two teams will be at 4 aside now for the next 35 seconds. Here's Fred Knipscher in behind his own net, falls down, but comes up with the puck. Here's Ted Crowley with it now. Over to Brad Tiley. Tiley has not seen a lot of action for Phoenix tonight. Here's Knipscher with the puck. Sends it toward the net. Rebound comes right out in front, and Mallet puts it right by. Puck comes loose as Taylor tried to move out with it. Finally over to the far side. Lehman to Peterson. Back to Lehman, but it's kept in. Grizzlies now on the power play for the next minute and 21 seconds. The Volkswagen power play for the Grizzlies. This is their third of the night. Lehman, Peterson, Levers, Dineen, Kaminsky for Utah. Here's Kaminsky with it. Takes it, sends it around the boards. Over to the far side. Levers lets it go. Kept in by Peterson. Sends it wide of the net. Slaney with it. Looks for the opening. Finds one. Can't get it out. Kept in for a moment. But finally it trickles out to center ice as McRae and Peterson do some jousting. McRae puts the body on Lehman, or Levers rather, and the puck comes back inside of the Utah zone. Play very sloppy in the neutral zone area. Very ragged. Nice pass from Dineen off the stick of Kaminsky. Into the corner goes Levers and Modry. Levers comes up with the puck. Here's Levers now to Vasiliev. Vasiliev over to the far point. Dineen sends it in front. Backhand attempt by Vasiliev. Couldn't get it away. Vasiliev still with it along the boards. Feeds it into the slot. Levers couldn't reach it. Knocked down. Here's McRae at center ice. His pass on the left side for Slaney. He lets it go. And Dineen comes up with it with just 12 seconds left in the Volkswagen power play. Vasiliev moving in, trying to get by his man. Hearn takes him into the boards. They fight for the puck. Back to the point. Here's Dineen. Dineen with a quick shot, kicked out by Bergeron. And back on the ice now is Dale. Here's Knipscher ahead to McKenna. McKenna works his way in, takes a swat at it. Couldn't get it all, and the puck goes into the corner. Picked up by Levers off the boards, the length of the ice. That should be an icing call unless Lehman wins the race. He would have, and so the goaltender Bergeron had to play it. Here's Batyrshin out to center ice to McKenna. McKenna bounces it off the boards down inside the Grizzlies zone. MacArthur sends it around near side. Lehman trying to dig it loose, can't do it. Levers is in there. Finally Peterson goes after it. I think that Shea Baturkin was in there, and now Armstrong tips it out to center ice. Good work by Lehman to keep the play going. Andrew Dale sends it off the boards, knocked down by Peterson. Shea Baturkin for Utah. Peterson with it again. At center ice now, here comes Derek Armstrong. Winds up his shot, kicked out by Bergeron and cleared out to center ice. Nice shot on the ice by Armstrong.
Boy, an excellent shot by Derek Armstrong. If it wasn't that J.C. Bergeron plays that style, the butterfly, he would have got beaten if he plays straight up.
Batyrshin takes down Armstrong, and the puck is sent the length of the ice. MacArthur will have to play it, as moving in was Barry Potomski. Runs into MacArthur. Potomski trying to fight for the puck, comes up with it. Looking to center, watched by O'Brien. Back to the point, Slaney with a shot right there, and covering up is MacArthur as Dineen has to move Gillingham out of the way. So sloppy play resulting in a couple of good scoring opportunities, one at either end. But still, nothing on the scoreboard here in the second period. The kind of game where the better team is playing down to the level of the team that's out of the playoffs right now. Phoenix has really been able to bring the Grizzlies down to their level.
We talked about this in the pregame, that this was a real tough situation the Grizzlies were in, and a precarious position because of what the Phoenix Roadrunners are playing for.
From the face-off, puck loose in the circle along the boards, trying to move it back to the point. Here's Crowley with a shot. That deflects just wide of the net. That hit two players and deflected just wide, and now it's in the crease. Quick shot, save MacArthur. Picked up now by Levers as he moves out. His pass too far for Orzog. O'Brien chases it down and is bumped back out to center ice. Wouldn't it have been something if that's the kind of shot that would have been the first goal of the game? O'Brien at center ice. Bumps it off the boards into the Phoenix zone. Picked up there by Brad Tiley. Tiley feeding it over on the far side out to center ice now. And it's sent down in the Grizzlies zone. Rod Miller for Utah ahead to O'Brien. Bumps it out to center ice. Picked up by Orzog. One-on-one with Modry. Here's Orzog. Takes it into the corner. Leaves it now for Peterson. Takes a quick shot. Knocked down by Taylor. Trying to put it on in front. Picked up by Vasiliev. Here's Vasiliev looking for a place to go. Vasiliev side of the net. Still has the puck behind the net. Yakubov out in front. Yakubov right by the crease. Orzog is out there as well. Puck is trying to send it out now as Vasiliev still has it. And finally Slaney just picks his pocket and takes it away. Yakubov hits Slaney. He goes down. And the puck comes out to Gillingham at center ice. Gillingham turns it into the Grizzlies zone into the right wing corner. Gord Dineen back after it. Dineen moves out past one man. His pass over the stick of Orzog and is picked up by Peterson back in his own end. Jamie Hearn out to center ice to Gillingham over his skate. Finally, Jan Kaminsky picks it up. Here come the three Russians for Utah. Kaminsky takes the shot, puts it into the zone. Bergeron steers it to the corner. McKenna is there. He comes up with it. His pass to an open wing all the way down inside the Grizzlies zone. Sheba Turkin with 11:41 left in the period. Feeds it around to the far side. It's kept in by Potomski. His shot comes wide on the near boards now. Looking for it is Hearn. Hearn puts it in front. Quick shot. Good save, MacArthur. And he holds on as a good opportunity for Phoenix. And MacArthur had to be the difference. We are still scoreless. 11.5 to go. The second period from Salt Lake City. This is the International Hockey League.
Boy, the biggest save of the game so far. Barry Potomski, the recipient of a pass across the net. As you see, Potomski shoots that puck back in on Mark MacArthur. MacArthur splendid with the save. The diamond seal, great save of the game.
Jamie Hearn with a nice pass, and I'll tell you, Potomski all alone in that low slot, and MacArthur had to come up with a big save. So the Grizzlies thwart Phoenix right there. As we move to the halfway part of this game, that first goal is going to be so awfully big. Utah has outshot Phoenix 12-11, but the scoring opportunities have been fairly close.
That's a very dangerous aspect. Also, we talk about the game being so close in the statistic part, because this is a team that you shouldn't let hang around. They get dangerous as the game progresses.
Inside the Grizzlies zone, out to the slot. Crowley with a shot. That one kicked wide as two players fall in front. And there's going to be a penalty to the Grizzlies, as I think. Well, we'll see who gets it. Rod Miller goes down with Potomski, but I'm not sure. I think Potomski might be getting the gate. MacArthur skated out of his net as if it was a delayed penalty. And Potomski, Rod Miller, I think, is off the hook.
The referee saw something that we did, because Potomski was laying flat on his back with Rod Miller on top of him.
Well, we'll see if it is Potomski. Right now, no one has moved to the penalty box, and neither one of the doors are open. Now Potomski is making a slow journey over there. Here's where it happened, right in front of the net. Well, I tell you what, I think Mr. Miller got away with a little one there, and Potomski did pull him down, but not after Miller grabbed hold of the leg. So Utah gets the benefit of the call, and Rod Laird can't be happy as the holding call to Potomski at 8:39, and the Grizzlies go on the Volkswagen power play. This will be their fourth. They're 0 for 3 so far. Phoenix has done a terrific job killing off the Grizzly power play tonight, not allowing Grizzlies to get set up inside the Phoenix zone. Good forechecking by McCray, knocked it away. Marinucci and McCray up front, Modry and Slaney back for Phoenix. Here's Peterson to Armstrong, near side Vakota. Nick Vakota had it knocked away, and it's sent out to center ice again. Taylor takes it away. Over to the far side, Peterson ahead to Vakota. Vakota down the right side, moves away from Modry, pulled down into the corner. Puck comes loose to Lehman, behind the net, Modry up with it. Sends it around the far boards, Chris Taylor knocks it down, and Utah may be able to set it up now. In the corner, Vakota chases it down, leaves it there for Lehman. Knocked away, here's Taylor out there with it. He takes his shot, and that one went wide. Taylor teed it up, but that one went high and wide.
You talk about a golden scoring opportunity. Chris Taylor, benefactor of a bad clearing pass by the Roadrunners, had all day some 25 feet out in front of goaltender J.C. Bergeron, but shot it errantly.
Far side now, it's sent into the zone by Yakubov. Along the near boards, taken away. Here comes Knipscher. Peterson chasing it. Knipscher moving in, drops it. Quick shot, Mallet. Nice save, MacArthur. A nice play by Knipscher, but the Grizzlies come back the other way. Here's Vasiliev over the line into the zone. That's knocked away from him out to center ice. Gordon Dineen lets everybody, a smart play by Dineen. Right there, he let everybody clear the bench area before he touched the puck. Otherwise, it could have been close to too many men.
And that's a very veteran play by the captain, Gordie Dineen.
But the Grizzlies, with just 15 seconds left in the Volkswagen power play, not able to get anything done. In the corner now, Yakubov puts it to the side of the net. Cleared away around the far side by Tiley. Knocked down by Messier. Behind the net, Vasiliev. Almost over on the power play time. In front, here's Kaminsky. Kaminsky looking to put it out. The penalty is over. Kaminsky puts it in front of the net. It's knocked away, and back come the Roadrunners the other way. Batyrshin. Here's Batyrshin at center ice. Off the boards inside the Utah zone. MacArthur leaving it there for Dineen. Here's Dineen. Sending it off the boards out to center. Orzog swats it into the zone. He's tied up by Modry. And Slaney clears it to the far side where McKenna dumps it out to center ice. Rod Miller with it. Back inside the Phoenix zone. Grizzlies 0 for 5 on the power play.
We talk about special teams. Hopefully it won't come back to bite us here.
Levers battling in the corner for Utah. In behind the net, Slaney goes after it. O'Brien couldn't reach it. Here's Modry. Out to center ice, Shea Baturkin for Utah, off the boards. Trying to get it by his man, couldn't do it. At center ice, they fight for it. Levers is in there. Orzog was there. Levers comes up with it, gets it ahead to O'Brien. O'Brien takes a weak shot way wide of the net. That one goes over to the far side. Here's Levers trying to wrap around. Levers does, and right through the crease it goes as Bergeron was able to get the skate in front of it.
Nice effort by Brett Levers as he had that far post, but he just missed from converting it.
This one sent into the Phoenix zone. Bergeron has to clear it over to the far side. Here's Modry with it out to center ice. Harkins puts it down inside the Utah zone. McRae chases it down. MacArthur sends it around in the near boards. Here's Vachon leaving it there for Shea Baturkin. 7:46 left to play in the period. No score. Taylor to Vachon. Here's Nick Vachon winding up his shot. Bergeron makes the save and covers up on the rebound as he juggled that one. But again, the Grizzlies not able to take care of the power play, and Phoenix doing a good job keeping this one a scoreless tie from the Delta Center in Salt Lake. Well, this is not what Utah expected, a scoreless tie over halfway through this hockey game.
Not at all with this hockey team that really doesn't have anything to play for yet. They're playing well enough to keep this scoreboards deadlocked at double goose eggs.
Face off now to the right of J.C. Bergeron. He's stopped all 13 of the Grizzlies' shots tonight. Chris Taylor out to take the face-off, wins it back to Shea Baturkin. He takes a wrist shot. Bergeron tips it way out in front. Vachon with the backhander, and Bergeron moving side to side got in the right place to make the save on the backhand shot from Nicholas Vachon.
Nicholas Vachon perched some 20 feet right up the middle of the ice, was able to get that rebound off of Vladimir Cherbaturkin's shot and take it to the backhand, trying to beat J.C. Bergeron high on the glove hand side.
Let's take another look at that as the shot comes right here to Vachon. Tiley moved across, but Bergeron also moved across and was able to get that one right in the midsection.
Yeah, they had Chris Marinucci behind him for a little insurance.
Gordon Dineen along the near boards, puts it behind the net. Taylor trying to center. Tiley comes up with it, feeds it off the boards out the center ice area. Shea Baturkin near side Dineen. Shea Baturkin again with it. Being watched there by Marinucci. Linesman falls down. McRae has the puck. McRae sends it into the zone, knocked away by Deneen. Marinucci looking for it. Now we've got some pushing and shoving along the boards as Vachon and McRae tie each other up. And look at McRae. He doesn't want to fight Vachon only because Vachon has the mask on. And Ken McRae, an old teammate of Nick Vachon. Now that's one they should get in and break up. No, but look at that. McRae doesn't want to fight. And that's not because he can't. I'm not saying McRae doesn't want to fight Nick Vachon.
McRae and Vachon were teammates for a couple of years in Phoenix. And
McRae, a tough customer. Here's how it all started. McRae throws that left, and they just start from that point. And I think McRae realized who it was, and there really wasn't anything to that. And I think the linesman should have gotten in there quicker.
As we look at Nicholas Vachon, the super pass, as he gets out there, and he's always trying to throw the other team off balance with little grabs, clutches, little aggressive play on the boards.
Nick Vachon will go with anybody. Robbie Laird was that same way when he played. He will go with anybody, not a big player. When I said McRae, I don't want people to think I meant McRae was afraid to fight him. McRae's a tough, tough guy. He just realized it was kind of fruitless to do that.
Yeah, he would realize that he wasn't going to get nothing out of that situation, and realizing he knows the style of play that Nicholas Vachon does game in and game out, and he said, hey, let's just break it up.
You know, a lot of players in hockey don't have a lot of respect for guys who wear a shield and also like to drop the gloves. And here's Modry now from the face-off. Quick shot. MacArthur has to cover up and hold on as Dale moves in on O'Brien. Well, there's a couple of guys who would like to go. But Nick Vachon wears that face mask, and he's not somebody out there who tries to start fights. But it's often kind of one of those no-win situations. If somebody comes after you with a mask on, like that one that Tom Peterson wears, now what are you going to do?
Try to split that mask in half. One thunderous right hand.
Yeah, I think that right hand would get split first. Well, we are still scoreless as the coincidental major penalties will not make the teams play shorthanded. In the corner now, Phoenix trying to dig it out. Dale gets it behind the net to Schmidt. They center it out. It comes back to the near side. Here's Slaney with it, side of the net. Knipscher takes his shot. That's knocked away. Finally, it's kicked up along the boards, and Lehman golfs it down the ice. Slaney will move back after it, and it'll be an icing call against Utah, and the face-off will come back the other way. Utah has to be very frustrated right now. They have really not come out tonight and played a take-charge game. Once they come off of a road trip where they lose 2 games in Texas, and I think this team really has to be disappointed with its efforts right now.
Definitely so. You know, I know the game plan by Coach Goring would be to get the puck in the zone, try to create something, and then capitalize when you got that opportunity.
Fans, the Grizzlies are now accepting deposits for season tickets at the new West Valley Event Center. For just $100 per seat, you can secure yourself the best seat in the house as the Grizzlies begin a new era in Utah Grizzlies championship hockey. Now's the time to give them a call, 325-PUCK. That's 325-7825. Face-off will be to the right of MacArthur. Phoenix has done a terrific job tonight against the Grizzlies. Phoenix, a team that is 20 points out of a playoff spot, really doesn't have much to play for, but they are playing with pride, and there's going to be a penalty now coming up against the Roadrunners. The tripping call as Vasiliev was taken down, and the Grizzlies will go on their 6th power play. They are 0 for 5 so far.
Andrei Vasiliev with the classic moves as he breaks in between Crowley and Bertuchin, forcing Crowley to pull him down with the stick, but Andre moving, trying to get teammate Yanni Kaminsky to give him the puck. One of those give-and-go situations that the Russian line mates know how to do.
So the Grizzlies will go on the power play after you saw right there the pull down, and Crowley gets the gate. Robbie Laird's team looking at yet another shorthanded situation, and the Grizzlies looking at yet another Volkswagen power play.
We've had all kind of problems getting that puck into the zone, and give a lot of credit to the Roadrunners as they completely block the passing lanes up the ice. Let's see if we can set something up while we're in the zone.
Dineen winds up. He lets one go. Oh, it hit the goalpost on the side of the net. It's picked up by Kaminsky. Back to Dineen. Dineen looking for a place to go. Moves in again. Lets one go. That one knocked down at the defense and cleared away. It looks like the Grizzlies have been told, you get the puck, fire it away, because they have not been able to work it against this team as the puck is sent over the glass and out of play. So Gordon Dineen taking a couple of quick shots there. The first one deflecting and hitting the goalpost.
And Gordy will be the first one to tell you that he doesn't have one of the greatest shots in hockey, but if that's the simple way to light the lamp behind goaltender J.C. Bergeron, why not do it?
Well, here's what happens. It doesn't take much to get that puck very close.